We wanted to create an eye-catching product, something bordering on the avant-garde. That's what Mr. TAG Heuer said about this watch in his autobiography. Now, 51 years later, the watch is a real icon, so you might think you already know it. But do you? Let's dig deeper into the soul of this watch. For a start, it set an obscure record. It was the first water-resistant square case in the world. This concept originally came from a casemaker called Piquerez, from an even more obscure village called Bassecourt. Yet technically speaking, it was an instant classic. The first Monaco featured a mechanical movement that was self-winding, and it had a module that was able to record elapsed time, making it the first automatic chronograph. Or, well, the first. Not everyone entirely agrees on that, but that's for another time. What everyone does agree on is that the Monaco initially wasn't quite popular at all, and it's not hard to see why. This design is not for everyone, it's made to provoke. So in order to sell it, Heuer needed a small miracle. It needed the right face. We're talking about the king of cool himself, Mr. Steve McQueen, and he happened to be a real petrolhead. In fact, he loved racing so much that when his insurance company told him not to race Le Mans, he decided to make a movie called Le Mans with his own money. To learn how to drive the Porsche 917 in the movie, McQueen hired Formula 1 drivers as his instructors. One of them was Joe Siffert, and that man was by pure coincidence an Heuer ambassador. The day before they started shooting, a producer said to McQueen, "You've got to settle how you want to look." And that's how he got that white Heuer-sponsored overall. And although McQueen had never heard of Heuer, he chose the Monaco to be his watch in the film. And an iconic image was born. Now don't think that McQueen left the film set all happy with a new watch. In fact, he was quite disappointed when he learned that some key members of the staff actually got new watches and he didn't. Good, enough History Channel now. Let's talk about this watch, the TAG Heuer Monaco Heuer 02. If you're looking for a stealthy watch, this is not what you're looking for. The square case measures 39mm and it is quite thick. It's a piece of 70s glamour on your wrist. It has style. It says, "I know what I'm doing." And because of its shape, it stands out like a polar bear in the desert. One thing I passionately love is the glass, which has a perfect curving and is faceted on all sides. Now don't think that's an easy thing to do. Shaping a sapphire glass like this is very labor intensive. And that's not all. In the latest upgrade, TAG Heuer added its own in-house made Heuer 02 automatic chronograph. This is clearly seen through the glass caseback and it runs smoothly. This is an in-house integrated chronograph movement. That means the pushers and the crown are on the same height. It also has a nice yet industrial finishing and a great 80 hours power reserve. So, does the watch have any downsides? Well, that square case is obviously a make or break thing. I would have hoped they made it a little bit thinner, making it easier to wear. And while I'm at it, I think it would have been even cooler if they had made the crown on the left, like the original. But that's my personal taste, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Then there's the price, which is actually quite reasonable, especially given that great in-house movement. It costs €5,400 or $6,000 if you are living in the United States. Recently I mentioned this, a modern Steve McQueen, period. And now I'm actually testing a watch which was made cool by the King of Cool. So it is time to test it in our world famous machine, the Cocker-Cool meter. Whoa, quite a moody machine that is. But I think it's kind of right. It is stupid to test the King of Cool watch in a Cocker-Cool meter. So, nothing learned from that machine. But I do know this, my radically honest opinion. It has the heritage, the looks, the pedigree, and even a very smooth in-house automatic chronograph. And for this price, that is a real great package. I've always wanted to buy a Monaco, but somehow I never have. Maybe I'm just too much of a coward for it. because you really need to have Steve McQueen-sized nuts to wear this. It's an original. It tells you to be yourself, no matter what other people say about you. Whether you've got success or not, stay true to your own personality and taste. But if you've got self-confidence to make this work, it's definitely one of the coolest choices out there. Wear this and you will unleash your inner Steve McQueen. Period. So, what do you think? Is it cool or a bit too square for you? Please leave your opinion in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.